Good morning, guys. Welcome to Power Up 365. How are you guys doing? Today I'm going to speak about something that happened to me yesterday, and it's got to do with price, right? So, how many times you ask the question, how much must I charge for my service? Okay, how much must I charge for my service? Okay, so we speak about price, right? What is the price that I must charge? And it's a big question, and especially now with circumstances, people are buying business. And the reason what I always say, what does it mean when you buy business? It is when you are really not making a profit. Okay, you're really not making a profit, but you need the business. So you are buying business, okay? And the example I always use is, if right now I told you, you can go to a supermarket and you can buy a 2-liter milk for 10 Rand. 2-liter milk for 10 Rand, okay? Would you go? Of course you would go. Because you can't get a 2-liter milk for 10 Rand. Now, I do believe selling a product is much easier to quote on or to get to a price, because it's easy to work out a cost price, right? But people struggle more when they are selling time. So you either have a product, or you have a service. Right? Now, a product, it's easy. It's easy to get to cost, okay? Just remember, it's easy to get to cost. So, if I had to come and say, listen, what is the cost of this product and what is the cost of my service, this one is a bit more difficult to work out, okay? So, cost, listen, I used so much material and the electricity was so much. You can go into depth, but there'll come a time. What makes both of these difficult to measure? And one of the things that make it so difficult to measure, you get actual cost, but you also get cost of time. Okay? Time cost. Now, if you need to work out what is the time cost, how would you work that out? Now, let's say you've got a service. What is the cost? Okay, great. So, like in our accounting firm, we have software. Okay, so we take our software, we work it out. How much does it cost for an employee to have a laptop, to have Microsoft, to have a license for the accounting software, Pastel, QuickBooks, and all that, so that you can get to a cost. Okay, but that cost of the service is nothing compared to the skill set, because the skill set, to have a fully qualified chartered accountant that went and spent 5 years of his life to go and study, okay, and that we have spent 3 years, 4 years to get him to a stage where he's finished his articles, that cost us money. That was an investment. So the time, I believe, is the biggest issue. So how much do you charge for time? What is the charge for time over here? So you got an engineering company and you say, listen, so the other day we had a guy comes and said, listen, we need to get more money. I need to get more money. Okay, so how do we determine that value? And this is the biggest word that I use. Biggest word that I use is value. Okay, value. Because I believe that's the foundation of everything. So what is the value that I am providing you? So how do I determine value? And you won't believe, a lot of people say value is a perception. Now, in one sense, where that comes from is, if you go and look at, I always use the example of a Gucci bag and a Walmart bag. You have a Gucci bag and you have a Walmart bag. So a Gucci bag is X $1,000. Okay? A Walmart bag is X $100. So hang on now. I don't understand. You have a bag. They must probably are both leather. They do the same thing. I put in things in. Okay? And I carry them. Carry the bag. The lady carries the bag. You see a woman, there she's carrying her things. So she's got a cell phone, she's got a purse, she's got everything inside the bag. Okay? Everything's inside the bag. But hang on. There is thousands of dollars in difference of that bag. There is thousands of dollars in difference in that bag. And the one has a brand on, Gucci. And you know what? That's where they speak about perception. Price is perception. You see, but when that woman is wearing a Gucci bag, or when she's holding a Gucci bag, there's something she feels. There's something she feels. She feels important. She feels valued. Because it can't be about what it does. It can't be what it does, because they're both doing the same thing. Okay? But there's a perception, there's a value that she feels by carrying her stuff in a Gucci bag. Okay? And don't judge. Okay? There's nothing wrong with it. Some people, I prefer to drive in a Mercedes than a Toyota. Some people prefer to drive in a Toyota than a Mercedes. Some people drive in Toyota and they see the guy driving in a Mercedes and they say, oh, what an idiot. He went and spent the same thing, I'm doing the same thing. So that is perception. That is how I feel. So actually, when you're marketing, when people are marketing, you go look at a BMW ad, a Mercedes ad, a Jaguar ad, they are sort of going into the mindset. They're marketing to the mindset. What does the brand mean? How important is it? Because really all the cars are reliable. They do the same thing. They travel. They last nearly the same time. Most cars are the same at that price range. Okay? So what are we talking then about? What are we talking about? How am I going to get to a price? How am I going to get to a price? Now, yesterday what happened to me is I had a client who comes in and they wanted some of my time. Okay, great, time. Now, how do I measure my time? So I have a saying, when people come in, they want my services, I say, listen, I want you to know, I am not the cheapest in town. I most probably am the most expensive in town. Okay? Now the question is, how much value do you think? How do you think I can make that statement with certainty that I know I'm going to add more value than anyone in the marketplace to your company, and I'm the most expensive? Because I work on value within time. Value within time. So you can't be selling, but you can't be buying business. You can't be buying business. So the guy comes to me, he says, listen, I have got a project I need your advice on. Okay. A few hours before that, we had another client saying, listen, I'm not happy with the account. Okay? I'm not happy with the account. The account is too much. We did his financial statements. We did it is too much. Now hang on. I was thinking about this yesterday, and that's why I'm doing this YouTube. Because how was I not giving value? Was I not giving value on the one side of things? Or was I not giving value on my consulting or my financial statements? So there was a perception that a client says, hang on, this is too expensive. Now, when a client says this is too expensive, the first thing you must understand, you must say is, I understand that you feel that this is too expensive. I hear what you are saying. Okay? And I really, because I'm all about value, I don't want you to have that perception of me. I want to add value to you. So the one thing you need to always ask is, can I ask you what has made you come to the conclusion that I am too expensive? Okay? What has made you come to the conclusion that I'm too expensive? What are you comparing my service to? What are you comparing my service to? Because that is real. Because value, you have Competition. You do have competition. It is real. Competition is real. But hang on. I can't allow the competition to come into my business. I can't allow the competition to dictate my value, not my price, my value. See, price is attached to value. You provide value. So I don't know what the competition does. I don't know what their time frames are. I don't know how they work. How many times do they phone the client? What do they do? Do they schedule meetings? Do they schedule management meetings? How long did they have a discussion on the financial statements? How much was the tax planning, the advisory, the consulting? How much did we grow the business? What was their problems? You see, here comes it. Value, competition, right? Now, how much is the price I can put to value? How much is the price I can put to value? Okay? So remember, I need to provide value. Do you know what value is? Do you know what value is? You are solving a problem. That's what it is. Value is solving a problem. Value is solving a problem. That's what it is. Value is solving a problem. Right? Now let me tell you, when that woman is walking around with her Gucci bag, it's solving a problem. It's solving a problem. Now, let's get out of judge. Don't judge, okay? It's solving a problem. I feel good. You know, I feel good about walking this bag. Me personally, I feel good about driving my Mercedes. I feel good about it. I'm driving it. I'm feeling good about it. I'm feeling confident. Why? Because I can afford it. I can drive with it. It is success. It means something to me. My hard work pays off. I love it. Okay. I love being in a great house. I love having great things. It's important to me. Those are the things that I want. Okay, it makes me feel in a certain way. Now you can judge me and you can say, "Oh, money's not about." That's your issues. It's not my issues. Okay, I'm happy to go and pay that fee for a brand new Mercedes. I'm happy to go and pay that for an Aston Martin. I'm happy to go and pay X amount of millions for a house. I'm happy to pay that. Okay, because it gives me something. It solves my problem because I want to be happy and I want to be fulfilled and I want to be comfortable. Does this make sense? So it solves a problem. But then you have competition. Can the competition solve the problem? Can the competition solve the problem? Okay. But hang on. In the same way. In the same way. Okay. Because everything is measured. Everything is measured within. Everything is measured within time. This has been bothering me for a very, very long time. How long do I spend to solve a problem? You see, a few months ago, or maybe a year ago, I was thinking, I want to move away from timesheets. I want to move away from timesheets. I don't like timesheets. I see my people don't like timesheets. I don't want to do timesheets. But hang on. If I give you R1 million within 2 years, if I give you R1 million, if I give you R1 million within 2 years, okay? If I give you R1 million within 2 years, can that be the same as R1 million within 1 week? Can it be the same? It can't, because let's look at it. All this is constant. This is a constant. This is a constant. The only thing that has changed, 2 years to 1 week. 2 years to 1 week. So that is value within time. Value within time. Value solving a problem within time. Can the competition solve a problem within time? And the next thing is with the quality within time and quality. Quality. Okay. So can I solve this problem for X amount of money within time and the same quality? What is the quality? Okay, what is the quality? If I go and I drive my Mercedes, the quality to me is better. Okay? If you go and you provide a service, what is the quality? How do you communicate with your client? When you get back to your client, do you keep your client informed on the whole process? Do you get feedback from the client? Are you willing to be held accountable by the client? Do you speak to the client? Do you save him money? Are you solving his problem? Because if you can build, one of the greatest things is to build rapport. You see, rapport gets quality. Rapport gets quality. Communication gets quality. Frequency gets quality. Now, sometimes you get a client that will pay you more to solve his problem than the competition, because within time and quality. Okay? Yesterday I had one of my clients phone me and says, one of my accountants had left, and one of my clients phoned me and says, listen, I hear X employee has left. Okay, great. Okay, so what does that mean? He says, no, I am happy. I said, well, that's not a nice thing to say. He says, no, I felt he was very arrogant. Okay, he made me feel, he was the accountant, but he didn't make me feel inclusive. So what happened now? The client is giving feedback. And I always speak about brand. An employee always has a brand. When you are building a company, when you want to help your employees, when you want to help your team to go forward in life, you always got to speak about brand. You represent your own personal brand, and you represent the company's personal brand, but you represent your own brand first. You see, I can hire you, you can come here, and you can conduct yourself not very well. You're going to hurt your brand. You're going to hurt your brand, right? You're going to hurt your brand. You're going to hurt your brand first before you hurt my brand, but you are going to hurt my brand, right? But you're going to hurt your brand first, because they associate your name to time and quality. Okay? Price, guys, price is not so important if you can solve a problem within time and provide good quality. Price is not so important. It is important, it's not so important. So, what's the price? If a lawyer goes into a room and a guy gets accused of murdering someone, and the lawyer walks in and says, listen, I can get you off. Now, I can get you off based on what? Based on my skill set. Time cost is directly related to skill set. Skill set. What is your skill set? Listen, I can get you off because of my skill set. I have the greatest skill. I have so much experience. I've done this. I've won so many cases. I can do that. Now, what do you think is his price going to be to solve that guy's problem to not go to jail for 20 years? Do you think that's a big problem or small problem? Now, hang on. That's a big problem. Okay. So, the bigger the problem, the more I can charge. The bigger the problem, the more I can charge, because I'm providing more value to solve the problem. Are you guys with me? I can charge more money to solve a bigger problem because I'm providing more value. Value is a direct reflection of the size of the problem. So, you want to clean the floor here. Okay? Got two cases. One guy needs to hire someone to clean the floor. That's a problem. The floor is dirty. I have a problem. I need someone to solve it. I need someone to provide value to me to solve the problem. And another guy, he's been accused of murder. He's going to jail for 20, 25 years. He's also got a problem. which one carries more problem? Which one can I charge more for? Which one can I charge more for? Okay? I can charge more for the one who's got a bigger problem. The reason why is there are more people, competition. There are more people in the marketplace solving small problems. There are more people in the marketplace solving small problems. Okay? If you want to be a high-ticket salesperson, if you want to sell high-value products, you got to direct them to solve bigger problems. When you start solving bigger problems, you can start charging more. And that's how you become very wealthy. Now, how do I then increase the time? How do I then increase the time? So what happens is, my charge out rate. How do I increase my charge out rate? I increase my charge out rate, right, by being able to solve a bigger problem within time with great quality. How do you solve a bigger problem? You need a skill set. How do you get a skill set? How do you get a skill set? You need to invest in yourself. You need to invest in yourself. Guy comes to me yesterday. He says to me, listen, so the one guy is busy complaining, I've overcharged him on the financial statements, and I'm busy discussing that. I'm trying to see, did I solve a problem? Did I do something? Right? The other guy walks in, they are busy with a project of 3.2 billion rand. So they walk into my office, 4 guys are busy with a project of 3.2 billion rand. It's a big project, it's local, and they're saying, listen, we need to structure this project, we need to get that. And that's what I'm a master at. I'm a master of structuring organization, mergers, acquisitions, getting the best vehicles to run the project, set up for investments and that. I'm a master at that. So they come to me and they say, listen, Johnny, we need your help. And we have heard about you. How did they hear about me? Because I put up my hand and I went and I volunteered to speak at an event a few years ago. And they heard me speak there. Then they contacted me. Why? Because I'm available. I am on Facebook. I'm on YouTube. I'm doing these things because I want you to know that I am the best at what I do. I can solve problems. I can solve people's problems. And when I solve your problem, I'm going to charge you money. And I'm going to solve it within time at the highest quality. Okay? Now, they come to me. I tell them, listen, I can solve this problem. I give something up front. I spend an hour with them. I give something up front. This is a 3 billion rand project. I give something up front. I spend time. I say, this is what you guys are going to do. This is where you're going to blah, blah, blah. So if you want me to help you, let's engage. They loved it. We are about to sign an agreement. I'm going to set up the project. I'm going to be the consultant on the project because I gave everything up front. But if I did not invest in myself, if I did not study, what do I investment have? I currently am a CA. I'm currently a chartered accountant. I currently have over 20 years experience. It's 25 actually, but I have experience. I have been coached and mentored by the best people in the world. I've been coached by the best people in the world. Okay, I'm reading 4 to 5 books a month. I am involved in solving big problems, so I get experience. Now, what did I do? All this is investing in myself, because if I invest in myself, repetition is the mother of skill, and if I've done something before, I'm going to copy paste, I'm going to do something of before, and I'm going to do it quicker. Now, here comes another thing. You cannot charge big money if you don't have leadership skills. You cannot charge big money if you do not have leadership skills. Okay? Leadership skills is important because you shorten the time. When you have a team around you, you can do much more. You can reach much more clients. You can solve. Now, solving the problem with a team, you solve problems quicker. You solve problems quicker. With a team, you solve problems quicker. That's how it works. You solve problems quicker with a team. Are you guys getting this? I solve problems quicker with a team. What does that mean? That means I can do more problems. I can get to more clients. Because I have a team, I can get more clients with problems, provide value within time, because a team makes time shorter. Right? I can provide quality. With a team, I can provide quality. Do you guys understand this? With a team, I can provide quality. Because now I can, hey, phone the client, see if he's happy. Have you sent him the thing? Have you sent him the VAT report? Have you sent him his financial statements? Okay, I'm going to do this. You submit his tax returns. I'm going to phone him and discuss his financial statements. You can send his account out so long. Let's set up an appointment to see him next week. Everyone, you do the appointment. You do the tax return. You do the financial statements. I'll speak to the client. I have a team. I'm doing this much quicker. The client is getting quality work because he's getting informed, he's getting communicated. Every time you can't build a team around you, you can only play a small game. You can only play a small game. You could maybe solve a big problem, but you might only be able to solve one. Does this make sense? Now, this is what you need to duplicate. So how much do I charge? How much do I charge? You charge as high as possible. You charge as high as possible, but it must be a price of value. Did you solve a problem? Now, this is the foundation of pricing. This is the foundation of pricing, okay? The price must always be smaller. The price must always, or let's do this. I like this one more. The price must be smaller than the problem. If you charge less than the size of the problem, this is called value. This is called value. You've got to charge less than the size of the problem. Okay? Less, not equal to, less. You've got to charge less than the size of the problem. Then you're providing value. Okay? How big is the problem? How big is the problem? That's what you can charge. A guy's going to jail, you can charge a bigger price. You want to clean the floor, you're going to charge a smaller price. Okay? But if I'm going to get this thing done quicker, within time, okay, I can charge more. If I'm going to do this with quality, I can charge more, because there will always be competition. Competition is a great thing. You must embrace competition, right? You must squash competition, but you must know it keeps you on your toes. I'm going to do it better, faster than the competition. I'm going to provide more value than anyone else in the marketplace. That's what you must say. But when you say, you can just say, I'm going to charge more because I provide more, I do it quicker, I have better quality, I have a great team around me, I can solve more problems. That's how you build a great business. That's how you determine your charge out rate for time. Does this make sense, guys? Does this make sense? Great. So I hope this makes sense, because this is what I've been going through. Yesterday I was restructuring, and I was quite saying, hey, here's a client walks in here of 3 billion rand. I'm helping him. I'm serving him. He's so excited. He's going to hire our services. And here's another client that is saying, oh, but you charged me too much. Now, maybe you did charge him too much. Maybe you didn't provide value. Now you've got to get feedback. Don't be arrogant about it. Don't be arrogant about it. But once you've assessed it, once you provide, maybe he's a chance taker. Maybe he just wants everything for free. Then what you need to do is you need to learn to fire clients who don't appreciate your value. Because if you don't value yourself, if you do not value yourself, don't expect the world to value you. You fire clients that don't appreciate value. But you can only have the right to fire a client once you've sold them the value, once you've explained them the value. Two things are happening. Either you can't sell your value, you can't explain your value, they don't understand it, or they're trying to take advantage of your value. People who try and take advantage of your value will always keep you down. They don't want you to get better. They don't want you to go forward. They just want to be better than you. So they use you. They exploit you. And the only reason you allow people to exploit you is because you don't value yourself. Does this make sense? So value your team, because as you grow, you must always feed your team. Let them grow. Take them with you to greatness. Give them more. Okay? Make sure you do it within time, make sure you provide the best quality, and make sure the competition keeps you on your toes, that you do it better, faster, all the time. And that's how you build great businesses, focusing on price. Getting this? Thank you very much, guys. This is John Eliades, your success strategist, and I will see you at the top. Don't forget to contact us. You can go to www.johnnyeliades.com, info@johnnyeliades.com. Send me a mail. Let's get together. Let's do a Zoom call. Let's take your business to a whole new level. Thank you very much, guys. Cheers.